Step away. Step away from it, my friend. Step away from the luxuries. You know that takeaway? Step away from it. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, The Bulletproof Life. It's your girl, Ronke Odewumi, and I'm delighted to have you here. I hope you've had a fantastic week so far. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to save for your mortgage. I'm going to be telling you some of the things I did to save up with my husband to buy our 5-bedroom house. I'm going to be telling you the ins and outs of saving up so that you can get on the property ladder and you can start growing wealth. I'm going to get right into this video now, so don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. Drop me a comment to let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to share it with your friends. So how do you save for a mortgage? How do you save for your dream house? The first thing you need to know is how much house you need. Yes, how much house do you need? And this is determined by how many people are in your family. If it's just you, and you're not planning to grow your family for a while, it might just be that you need a 2-bedroom. If you're somebody with a husband but no kids and you're planning to grow your family, you might want to look at a 3 or a 4-bedroom. If you're somebody who's got 2 kids of the same sex, a 3-bedroom might work. If you're somebody with 2 kids, different sex, or 3 kids, 4 kids, you might need more space. So the first thing you need to do is to determine how much house you need. This is also the point where I tell you, do not buy too much house. And what I mean by that is that if you are a family of 2, you don't need a 5-bedroom. If you are alone, you don't need a 4-bedroom. You need to buy the house that you need. So now that you know how much house you need, you've looked at your family, you see how many of you are there, the logistics of it, and you now know how much house you need to then look at what neighborhoods you want to live in, where do you want to buy, and start looking on platforms like Rightmove and Zoopla to see how much those houses cost. It's important that you know how much house you need and how much the house you need is costing right now, because that puts in perspective for you how much you are going to need to save. We are trying to build a saving plan for you. And to build a saving plan, we need to know how much house you need, how much the house you need is going to cost, which takes us on to the next thing you need to know: how much deposit you need to put down. Now, a lot of times in the UK, you need about 10% deposit to buy a house. Sometimes you might be able to get away with 5%, but the standard requirement is 10%. Now, this 10% is impacted by your income and is impacted by whether you are buying with somebody else, because those two things then determine how much of a mortgage you are going to get. Let's say your ideal house is costing £300,000, but because your income is not so high, you're going to get a small mortgage of £250,000. Then your deposit needs to be the balance, which is £50,000. So at this point, your deposit isn't 10%, it's the balance. However, if you are buying with somebody else and the somebody else is also eligible for a mortgage, so the two of you are working with a joint mortgage, then you will be able to get a bigger mortgage amount. So your £300,000 house, you are able to get a mortgage of 270, and then your deposit needs to just be 10%, which is £30,000. So you see what I mean now? Even though 10% is the usual standard deposit requirement, it is impacted by your income or whether you are buying with somebody else and so on. So let's say you are buying a house that costs £300,000, because you are buying in London, or because you are buying a big house for a big family, wherever you are buying a house that costs £300,000. That's how much the house you think you need is costing right now. And you've determined that your deposit is 10% because you have a good income, or maybe you are buying with somebody else and so there's 2 of you and there's joint income and you're getting a good mortgage, so you just need 10%. So that's £30,000. The other thing you now need to consider are the other fees you need to pay. So that was the shocker for me when I was going to do my mortgage, because I thought I just needed to put together the deposit. Then I found out there was conveyancing fees, there was land registry fees, there was surveying fees, this and that, little bits and little bits. There was house insurance. There were so many little fees I had to consider, which I didn't consider before. And that's what I'm telling you now. In addition to your deposit, there are certain fees you need to factor in, and you need to sit down and calculate those fees, put an estimate to them. You can easily get an estimate online of how much those fees will cost, and then you can pull those things together and have an idea of what your other fees are in addition to your deposit. So now you know about the other fees, you know about your deposit, you now need to work out how much you need to save. So if your deposit is 30,000 and the additional fees including stamp duty is coming to £6,000. Stamp duty was the shocker for me because I just thought, what? I'm going to pay that extra on top of the house. Yes, unless you buy your house before July this year, the government has taken away stamp duty, just to bring some relief to house buyers, first-time house buyers. So if you're a first-time house buyer, you have some relief up to, I think, the end of June, when you don't have to pay stamp duty. But if you go beyond that period, you will pay stamp duty, and it jacks up your other fees. So let's say you've calculated your deposit, you've calculated your other fees, you've looked into your savings account, you know how much is there. You now need to figure out how much you need to save to make up that deposit and that additional fees. And that's the next step you need to take. Once you've figured out how much you need to save, it's time to budget, my friend. It's time to budget your money. And the kind of budget that you're going to use to make it possible for you to save for a mortgage is a zero-based barest minimum budget. What do I mean by that? A zero-based budget is a budget that makes you account for all of your money. So all of your income is divided into expenses, savings, and debt payment. You allocate every single penny that comes into your home or into your account into a specific category. You don't leave anything lying around. You allocate until you get to zero, which is why it's called the zero-based budget. Now, the barest minimum part, it means we are letting go of luxuries. Remember, we are saving for a mortgage. So it's time to step away from the luxuries. Yes, step away. Step away from it, my friend. Step away from the luxuries. You know that takeaway? Step away from it. You know those little extra things you like to buy? Step away from it. You know that designer wear that you like to shop? You step away from it. So yes, you are stepping away from extras. We are going for the barest minimums, the things we need to live on, the rents, the transport, the food, the council tax, the bills. You're sticking with that, and you're keeping your extras to the barest minimum. If you're somebody who can survive without any luxuries at all, remove most of the luxuries and keep the one that really makes you happy. The second thing you need to do is to save before you spend. So now you know how much you need to save for your mortgage. You know that you are saving £36,000. When do you want to get the mortgage? Do you want it in 24 months? Do you want it in 12 months? Do you want it in 36 months? So let's say the total amount you need to save is £36,000, and you want to do it in 36 months. So it means you need to save £1,000 every month. That's how much you need to save in order for you to save £36,000 in 36 months. What this means is that you need to save before you spend. This is not the time to save leftovers. This is the time to apply Ronke's rule of saving, which is that you save before you spend. That £1,000 that you want to save for your mortgage, you pull it out the day your income comes in. Your income arrives in your account today. Today is the day that £1,000 will be pulled out and put into your savings account, into your lifetime ISA, or into your cash ISA, into your high interest savings account. That is the day you pull out that saving and put it away into the saving account that you have allocated for your mortgage. Remember, you can use the lifetime ISA if you are below the age of 40. So save before you spend. The other thing you need to do to help you save quickly for your mortgage, to make it easy for you to save £1,000 and still survive well, is for you to reduce your bills. I said earlier that we are going with the barest minimum budget. Yes, but there are still some bills you are paying that you shouldn't be paying. Those subscriptions, you have Sky, you have Amazon Prime, you have Netflix, you have Now TV. Only you. Only you. How much TV are you really watching? How much TV? The moment Samsung creates a new phone like this, you are on it. The moment the new iPhone is out, you are on it. You are getting a new phone contract. No. You are going to get a SIM-only contract. You are going to bring your bills down. Bring your bills down. When you reduce your bills, it leaves you with more money to spend. You are the only person that can determine what bills you can reduce. You need to check with your council to make sure you are in the right band, so you are not paying too much council tax. You need to watch my video on reducing your energy bills so that you can bring your electricity, your gas bills down. You need to learn to have a 5-minute shower in the morning to keep your water bill down. You need to learn to not leave the tap running while you gist away because it's just water. No, your water bills are climbing. You need to reduce your bills. Once you reduce your bills, it's easier for you to save because you have reduced how much money you are spending on bills. I already mentioned that it's time for you to cut back on luxuries, unnecessary spending. You need to stop it. You need to stop buying a new car and keep driving the one you are driving now. It doesn't matter how much your dealer has been emailing and calling you to tell you that your car is now 3 years old. It's time for you to get an upgrade. No, it's not time to get an upgrade. It's time to save for a mortgage. So you're going to cut the unnecessary spending, barest minimum budget. You're going to save before you spend, and you're going to reduce your bills. One of the tricks that worked for me when I was saving for my mortgage was that I stopped buying furniture. My living room chair, grew a hole because it was old. And what did I do? I threw a throw over. Oh, that's a good one. I threw a throw over it. Yeah, I put a throw over the hole to cover it because I had focus. I had plans. So what I did was that I stopped buying furniture. I kept using my old chair with the hole in it by just putting a throw over the hole. I kept using my scratch dining set. I kept living with the furniture I had. And what that meant was that I was able to throw money, which I would have used to buy furniture, into savings for my mortgage. And then when it was time for us to move, my moving cost was lower because I wasn't carrying chairs, I wasn't taking dining sets, I wasn't taking dining chairs, I wasn't taking my old bed. I was just able to throw all of them into a skip and move to my new house. So one thing that will help you save for your mortgage is to stop buying or replacing furniture. The other thing that will help you is to stop renovating the house you are in. Stop renovating it, stop painting, stop buying all sorts of home decor things, stop changing tiles, doing up the bathroom, doing up the kitchen. No, stop. Now, I'm not saying you should leave your landlord with a damaged house. If something is damaged and needs to be repaired, please repair it. If you've messed up the house and it needs painting, please paint it. But the home decor we do just to pretty up the house, the home decor we do just to make the house, Instagrammable, the home decor we do just to put our house in a place where our friends can visit and say, wow, stop. Yes, just stop. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Let it go. We're not renovating that rented house anymore. We're not doing home decor in it. Because a lot of the things you are buying to home decor your rented apartment or to your rented house, they might not work in your new house. They might not fit into the style of the new house. They might not fit into the scheme you want to go for in the new house, the theme you want to go for in the new house. So what I like to say is to stop the home decor. Stop renovating, stop moving things around, stop changing things. Live in the house as it is. Let that motivate you to save. Let the desire for you to be in a nicer house, the desire for you to be in a pretty house motivate you to save for your mortgage. Now, if you are somebody who is not trying to get a mortgage or who doesn't want to get a mortgage in the next 4 or 5 years, absolutely keep renovating. I don't have anything against renovating or beautifying a rented house or a rented apartment. I'm not one of those people that think you need to live in a horrible house just because it's not yours. No, absolutely not. If you are renting, feel free to make your house pretty if you are not trying to save for a mortgage. However, if you are saving for a mortgage and you plan to get a mortgage within the next 4 years, please stop renovating, stop doing the home decor, stop creating an Instagrammable space. Leave it. Don't spend your money that way. All of the money that you're trying to use for home decor, throw it into savings for your mortgage. All you need right now is a clean house to live in. The other step you can take to support your journey towards getting a mortgage is to declutter to save money. If you are somebody whose current house has a garage, look into it and start decluttering. Start selling things online. Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace needs to pay me. I mention it so much. They need to pay me. Facebook Marketplace, eBay, There are some of the places where you can sell things, where you can declutter your garage, declutter your space to make money, which you can throw into your mortgage pot. Additionally, you can look to earn more income by taking up work on Fiverr as a virtual assistant, as a tech person to teach something. You can take up more work. You can look to earn extra income by having a side hustle. I've done a video on the different kinds of side hustle you can do this year. I did it in 2020, but it's very much applicable to 2021 because nothing has changed in our circumstances in terms of lockdowns and COVID and all of that. So all of these side hustles are things you can do online or from the safety of your home. So look at that video and see the side hustles you can do to earn extra money. The extra money you earn from your side hustle can go into savings for your mortgage, or it can go into your spending pot to allow you to have some extra comforts and then prevent you from touching the £1,000 you took out and saved at the beginning of the month when your last salary came in or when your income came in. Now, the last point I have to share is for people who are probably single and renting. Reassess your renting situation. Do you want to move home back to the parents? Is it possible? Especially now that a lot of us are working from home and you don't have to commute into work. It's possible perhaps to move back home to the parents because this allows you to then save the cost of your renting towards your mortgage. There is no faster way to get on the property ladder than being able to save that cost of rental into your savings account and using it to buy a house. Now, if you are not somebody who lives alone or somebody who can move in with your parents, but you're single, you can consider a house share. So instead of you renting a whole apartment yourself, you can consider sharing an apartment with other young people like yourself. So you can take a 3-bedroom apartment and each of you has 1 bedroom to yourself. Now, if you are a family and you are renting, you can also reassess your renting situation. Perhaps you are renting in central London or you are renting inside London where houses are pricier. You can think about renting a little bit outside the zone 6, renting a little bit outside the core areas of London that cost so much. You can rent outside where your renting cost is going to be lower and your bills might be lower. And then you can throw the difference into savings for your mortgage. So whatever your situation is right now, you can reassess your renting situation to see if you can take out from some money from your renting cost and throw into your mortgage saving pot. I hope the points I have shared have encouraged you, have motivated you, and have added some value to you as you start your journey or continue your journey towards saving for a mortgage. I did it. I presently live in a 5-bedroom house that I love, and I share a lot about my house on Instagram at Denton House. So if you're somebody who is into house decor or want to see what my house looks like, you can look at that on Instagram at Denton House. So I share a lot on there. It's possible for you to save for your dream house, and you can do it if you practice the steps that I have shared in this video. Don't forget to smash the like button now that you have watched this video. Drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts. If you've saved for a mortgage in the past and you have other points you want to share with those who are trying to save, remember, we're a community. Please share your points with me in the comment section. Other people are reading and they will benefit from it. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Don't forget to invite them to join the Bulletproof community. We are doing great things here. We are bulletproofing our lives, our money, and we are taking the journey to financial freedom together. If you haven't subscribed, friends, please do it by pressing the red button on your right. I'm looking forward to having you subscribed and commenting and being a part of the Bulletproof community. Until my next video, you take care of yourself and keep living that bulletproof life. Bye-bye.